Hola amigos, once again, this is your maestro, your amigo, Kiongo Mugai, welcoming you to today's lesson as we continue here on Spanish Central. So thank you so much for your feedback, for giving back those comments, for subscriptions, and for sharing. Please continue doing so by inviting friends, sharing the videos, and also continue subscribing by hitting the subscribe button at the end or the bottom of the screen. So again, thank you so much, as we say in Espanol, muchas gracias. So today we are going to be looking at yet another very interesting topic. Today we're going to be looking at deceptive words. Deceptive words. Now, what am I talking about? Ever met, let's do, in this case, let's just compare some words. Let's take some words in English versus Spanish. Ever picked a word or come across a word in English, and this word, there is probably a Spanish equivalent of it, probably it's close in spelling, and you think the same meaning it has in English is going to be the same meaning it has in the other language. It could be Spanish, it could be French, but in this case, we're going to stick to both, like words in English that you think have words like look similar to them in Spanish. So I've been a victim of this. I've seen a word in English, and I'm thinking I saw almost that same word in Spanish, and I'm thinking I've been tempted to think that probably it means the same, only to come and realize no. Actually, yeah, they could be close in the way they are spelled. They're actually spelled exactly the same, but they have totally different meanings. So today we're going to be looking at several of those words in English, words where you see them in English, and we have almost similar words in Spanish, and one may be tempted to think they mean the same thing in the other language. As you know, it can be costly. Making such a mistake can be costly. Think of if you are taking an exam and then you give the wrong description of the word, and simply because you thought that's what it meant, because you have met that same word in English. But in order for us to avoid those mistakes, we're going to be looking at those words and then looking some of the words and then looking at what they mean in Spanish. So stay with me, and again, just continue watching those videos, because the videos I've previously posted, because this is how you're going to build your competence and the vocabulary range and everything else, and your fluency. So let's turn to my board and look at some of those words. We'll see we already know what they mean in English, and then I'm not going to give you a hint. We're going to see what they mean in Spanish. So stay with me. Let's go to my board. Okay, stay with me. Okay, if you look at the top of the board, you see I've called them deceptive words. Deceptive words is what I've called them. Let's look at them. Let's look at some of these deceptive words. The first word is on this side, on the left side, it's the Spanish, and then on the right, it's the English. The first word is actual. In English, you would say actual, but actually in Spanish, it's pronounced as actual. Actual. Now, you are thinking if probably actual in English, you're thinking actual, real. You're thinking probably if you encountered, because that's the Spanish equivalent, that's the Spanish, we have the same word in Spanish, actual. It's pronounced actual. But in Spanish, it actually means current, like current situation, current time, or something. We are talking of something in the present time, current. So Actual means current. So don't, when you look at it, don't think it means actual in Spanish. Actual means current. About the verb actualizar, and again, the the Z there, the Z is pronounced as, it has a C or S sound in Spanish. Refer to my video on alphabet. Actualizar, actualizar. It's not going to mean actualize. Actualizar, as we have seen, actual comes from, or you can see the relationship or the similarity between the two of them. So actualizar is going to mean to update or to bring current. Actualizar is going to mean to update or to bring current. Let's go on. Asistir. When you see the word asistir, I know we may be tempted to think asistir, and you're thinking of assist in English. You're thinking of, you've seen asistir, you're thinking of assist. Asistir in Spanish means to attend. Think of attending a meeting, or the way you're attending this lesson virtually. So it's attend in that sense. Asistir means attend. Okay. Atender, atender, A-T-E-N-D-E-R. Atender, one may be tempted to think, atender, although it's just single T. Atender may mean attend. No, atender means to serve. Like if you are serving somebody, taking care of somebody in that sense. So atender means to serve in that sense, taking care of somebody. Then you have the next one, intentar. Intentar. You know, we are thinking of, we say this word in Spanish, we are thinking of intend, you know, intentar, intend. No, in Spanish it means to try or to make an attempt. Intentar means to try something, like try a task or try your luck or make an attempt. And then finally we have, finally for the day, there are many of these words, but for our lesson today, insistir, insistir. You are thinking of insistir, it means insist, like when you are probably arguing your point, you insist, you're thinking insistir means insist. No, insistir means to carry on or to persist. It means to carry on or to persist. So let's look at the examples of deceptive words today. I would call them fake friends, because yes, you think they are friendly words. You think you know what they mean in English. That's why you're trying to like take them from directly what they mean in English to Spanish in this case. That's why I'm calling them fake friends, only to realize that's not what they mean. So let's look from the topic. Actual doesn't mean actual, it means current. Actualizar doesn't mean to actualize. Actualizar means to update or to bring current. Asistir, asistir, and notice it has single S. Asistir doesn't mean to assist or help the way you're thinking. It means to attend, as in attending a class, a meeting. Exactly. Atender, atender, although it has a single T, doesn't mean to attend. Atender doesn't mean to attend. It means to serve. Serve. Intentar, intentar doesn't mean to intend. Doesn't mean to intend. It means to try something, it's a task, or to attempt. And finally, for the day, insistir, insistir doesn't mean to insist. It means to carry on or to persist. Carry on or persist. And muy bien, we have our lesson for today. We have our lesson about the deceptive words, words that you may be tempted to think. For example, actual, you may meet the word actual in Spanish and think it means actual because we have the same word spelled exactly the same in English. But no, it doesn't mean that. And we're going to come across these words. Remember, languages borrow from each other. Languages borrow from each other, although you never hear them giving back the words they borrow. But languages borrow from each other, and that's why you are going to find a quite significant number of words which are spelled almost the same or exactly the same in one language, but when you go to the other language, let's say for instance you find them in English, and when you go to Spanish they mean something totally different. So that was our lesson for the day, deceptive words, and I believe you have taken, you have learned something crucial today. So again, this has been your maestro, Kiongo Muigai, telling you thank you for uh, listening to today's lesson. Thank you for your support. Please continue subscribing. Hit the subscribe button at the end of the screen. You can see. Also hit the bell icon to be notified whenever we post something. Continue inviting friends and bringing that feedback. And also remember to watch the other videos so you can go on building, uh, building, like I said, language are building blocks, building on what we've already learned or what I've already posted so that you can be ready for what's coming in the future. Remember, we are just getting started. In the number of lessons, there's still a lot to learn, and I promise, stay with me. And by the time we get to the end of this journey, you're going to be very good in this language. You're going to be very, very, very good. Again, remember, practice is the key. Keep on practicing and putting whatever you learn to practice with friends. Try speaking, try using these phrases, and that's the way to go. That's how I built my fluency in the language. So once again, until the next time, hasta luego. This has been your maestro, Kiongo Muigai, telling you adios.